Good morning. It is 9:38 a.m. on Friday, December 20th, 2019. I'm Christiana Ellis and I'm working from home today. This is 5 more minutes. Because I'm working from home and my schedule is, more flexible as a result, I gave myself permission to go see a late show of Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker last night. Actually, I'm suddenly panicking. It's not Rise. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's definitely Rise of Skywalker. I feel like I swear I saw a bunch of people tweeting last night with the hashtag Rise of the Skywalker, which now has me feeling like I'm insane. Mike and I also did go ahead and record our talking about Survivor for the Survivor finale, so I'll be getting that posted today. But you're probably wondering, if you haven't seen it yet, or even if you have, you might be wondering, hey, Christiana, what do you think about Rise of Skywalker? Well, I liked it. I'll go ahead and say right now, I'm going to do my best to avoid really spoiling anything. I'm going to try not to spoil anything and just talk about feelings, I guess, and context, but not specific plot points, although with the caveat. So if you're worried about spoilers, don't worry. But I will reiterate my own feeling that I don't think spoilers are as big a deal as people make them. But anyway, I liked it. I think that's the 3-word version. The slightly longer one sentence version would be that it did a few things that I didn't love, but a lot of things that I did. The slightly longer than that version is that I will echo what I think seems like perhaps a slowly building consensus that, like, this movie's a lot. It does a lot of things. There's a lot of plot in it. Which I'm not going to say is a good thing, but, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just I'm describing it for you, right? There's a lot going on, and yeah, and so I think my own. Let me talk maybe just for a moment about my own preparations for my mental state going into seeing this movie. As I've described in several of my recent videos, I've been rewatching the series. I rewatched The Last Jedi last night before going out to the movie. And my own position on The Last Jedi is that I think it's great. I really like that it's, you know, making some zigs where people expected it to zag. I really liked that it had sort of a deeper exploration of some of the Star Wars philosophy. And I will defend the Leia in space scene. But this video is not about that movie. Just putting it into context, because what I had heard a little bit about, and I can confirm, is that some of the things about that I liked but were controversial about Last Jedi kind of just get smoothed over instead of explored further. Some of those things, but honestly, my preparation for the movie is to try to let go of expecting it to be anything. I didn't want to put any expectations on it. I didn't want to try to predict for myself what was going to happen. I didn't want to try to guess what was going to happen. I didn't want to try to come to the movie with an opinion about what I think should happen. I wanted to just go and let the movie move me. Let the movie tell me the story that it wants to tell me and try to enjoy it on that level. And that's the way I try to go see any of these big, tentpole movies, Avengers Endgame, right? Like, I want to just go and say, okay, I'm here. I am sufficiently engaged that I've bought a ticket, but I do not own this story. I just hope to enjoy it. So now tell me the story that you want to tell me. And on that level, I enjoyed it. Like I said, it's, I'm not going to say, oh, it's a slam dunk, it's amazing, it's the perfect conclusion to 9 films over 40 years. And it's like, no movie's going to do that. I think that's, I was just going to say it's impossible, but then, this whole thing. Anyway, I liked it. As it steeps into the culture, as more and more people see it, as people see it more than once, I'm sure there's going to emerge all sorts of things to complain about. I can think of a couple off the top of my head if you're feeling in a mood to nitpick. But honestly, I'm not in a mood to nitpick. J.J. Abrams has a tendency, with a lot of his work, to have labyrinthine plot that doesn't really matter that much, because ultimately by the end he wants to focus on the characters and getting the character beats right. And honestly, I appreciate that. That works for me. And I like this movie. So, I'm sure lots of more people will have their opinions soon, but that's mine for today. So I'm going to talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.